Hey y'all, it's CherokeeStarfish and welcome back to Baldur's Gate and the continuing adventures of Eryk, Drunken Justice, and Imoen. Imoen is also here. Now, of course, y'all decided that you wanted to play a neutral good priest of Tyr, the god of justice, so here he is. Imoen, by contrast, is a thief. Now, she is also neutral good, but she is a thief, so it's going to be interesting to see how these two mesh. But when we last left things, unfortunately, we had just seen the death of our foster father, Gorion. So now we're on our own. Well, not entirely on our own. Again, Imoen is here for what that's worth. So,
how may I be of assistance?
Yeah. First things first, we are on the road, but we are probably going to need to go up here and see what happened, because look at this. There's stuff everywhere, including some things on Gorion's body, and we want to make sure that we don't miss anything good, right?
You have but to ask.
So here we go. If y'all have never seen it before, this is that classic 2D isometric, like, Infinity Engine movement. You recognize the cursor, right? The little four-way slice of pie. That's how we get around in Baldur's Gate. Now, let's see what we can see. Gorion did for these bad dudes. So let's see what they were carrying first. Some stuff we can't use, some other stuff that maybe we can. Oh, we should check Imoen's equipment as well. Now, Gorion. He had some stuff. Less stuff than you would think. And you could use the excuse that, like, whoever attacked him maybe took the good crap off of his body before leaving. Except then, why would they leave these personal items, right? Personal items such as... Whoops. Here we go. Gorion's scroll, which says... My friend Gorion, please forgive the abruptness with which I now write, but time is short, and there is much to be done. What we have long feared may soon come to pass, though not in the manner foretold, and certainly not in the proper time frame. As we both know, forecasting these events has proved increasingly difficult, leaving little option other than a leap of faith. We have done what we can for those in thy care, but the time nears when we must step back and let matters take what course they will. We have, perhaps, been a touch too sheltering to this point. Despite my desire to remain neutral in this matter, I could not, in good conscience, let events proceed without some measure of warning. The other side will move very soon, and I urge thee to leave Candlekeep this very night, if possible. The darkness may seem equally threatening, but a moving target is much harder to hit, regardless of how sparse the cover. A fighting chance is all that can be asked for at this point. Should anything go awry, do not hesitate to seek aid from travelers along the way. I do not need to remind thee that it is a dangerous land, even without our current concerns, and a party is stronger than an individual in all respects. Should additional assistance be required, I understand that Jahira and Khalid are currently at the Friendly Arm Inn. They know little of what has passed, but they are ever thy friends, and will no doubt help however they can. Luck be with us all. I'm getting too old for this. Signed, E. E, you say? Wonder who that is. Well, we'll find out. And here we go. Belt. A belt that we cannot identify. We got a short bow, a dagger, a long sword, a morning star, some leather armor, and a rainbow obsidian necklace. That sounds beautiful. So, Imoen over here, she comes with several potions of healing, and also an oil of speed, and a wand of magic missiles. Well, let's share the wealth. We'll equip some of these items. And also, she's got a short bow and 40 arrows, so she's mostly a ranged combatant. She is taking... Let's see. Oh, we have one. Let's split them evenly. I forgot we already had some. There we go. But it's going to be taking advantage of her dexterity score, which is pretty good. 18. And she's got 17 intelligence, too. We went over this last time. But, of course, we did have to skip a session in between. So, as a refresher, she's not very strong, but she is quick. She's tough. She's smart. She maybe isn't the best at reading the room, but she makes up for it with her stellar personality. And let's see, she actually doesn't have any armor. So let's give her this free armor we found. There we go, that's a little bit better. Armor class 4, and remember, the lower the better. She's almost as good as us now. Excellent. And one more thing. Let's see here. Skills. Our lore is 14. Her lore is 10. Okay, so ours is actually higher, which means that if we cannot identify this belt automatically, then she's not going to be able to either. Since we don't have an identify scroll and we can't cast the spell, being a cleric, and we don't have access to that, we're going to have to find someone to identify it for us. You'll remember, though, that that priest of Ogma could do that back at Candlekeep in the temple. So we can find someone to do that for us. Now let's see here. So since we have more than one character, we didn't really mess with this when we were doing the group training back at Candlekeep, but down here we have some options when we select more than one character, including formations. So right now it's 2 by 3, right? That's why they're both standing next to one another. Because, of course, we have just the 2 characters, and that's the default formation. So 2 columns of 3 people each, or 3 rows of 2, as you like. What I'm going to do for right now is I'm actually going to switch to this one, this pyramid formation. You can see down there that some of the dots are different colored. You've got like the silver one and then sort of the copper ones or gold ones. So the silver one or white one there is your leader. That's whoever's at the top of the formation. And that's the person who by default is going to interact with anything that you click on, such as talking to people. It does not actually have to be your protagonist. You can swap
You're
them.
all buffle-headed.
See, so now Imoen is in front.
Well, of course. I am the obvious choice.
But we're going to leave Jin in front, especially because he's got heavy armor and more hit points than her. So right now we're going to choose this pyramid formation because that way, see, he'll be slightly in front of her and she'll be able to use him as cover since she is a ranged attacker. Now, let's go ahead and we will quick save. Ooh, here we go. We do want to explore this map, but we might not be alone here. Our first combat outside of Candlekeep, our first real battle, a diseased gibberling. Ugh, love that for us. Gibberlings are sort of like nasty little monkeys, I guess, in a way. If you watch my Betrayal in Antara playthrough, they're a bit like I forget what they were called, but they're sort of blue apes. Let's see, can she use these? Yes, she can. Okay. Now she has a limited number of arrows, and at the moment we have no way to get more arrows. So...
You're a queer fellow.
I forgot you said that. Oh, if only you knew, Imoen. Oh, how right you are. Okay, so down here we can swap between the different weapons that she's got equipped. I'm going to actually switch her to a long sword for now.
What is it this time? It shall be as you wish.
Oh, there's the edge of the map. Okay. This is just like Titan Quest. We've got to get all the little nooks and crannies. Now, it's actually important because, of course, some maps are not really going to have anything of interest. And then some are going to have hidden encounters of all different sorts. There could be characters to talk to. There could be, you know, treasure to find. There could be enemies to fight. We want to experience all of that we can. Because we want the most experience points that we can get. Oh, hey, Flash. Yeah. Right? See, y'all get it. Like, Imoen doesn't know how right she is. We gotta get them XPs. We've gotta. Experience points are the best treasure, frankly. I would say they're the only things you can't find in treasure chests, but technically, in this game, when you open a lock or disarm a trap, you can get experience points for it, so... Which actually, if you play a rogue in this game, then you can actually get more experience than almost any other class from the beginning, because there are all of those locked drawers and things like that in the inn and scattered around, you know, in the bunk, like the bunkhouse for the soldiers and so on, which you get some minor XP for unlocking. And so if you are playing a rogue, you have a little bit of bonus XP that no other class can really get at the beginning in Candlekeep, which ironic because rogues actually need the least XP to level up, or thieves rather need the least XP to level up. So let's see. Here is Chase. Let's see what Chase has to say.
Don't touch me. I might catch something.
And these are the kind of encounters that I was talking about, that you want to find all of these. Hello. Well, I was about to tell you not to come any closer, but that never seems to work, does it? Well, regardless, I should remain true to the genre. Don't come any closer, or I'll jump. Yeah, you hurt me, and I'll do it too, so don't come any closer, again, and don't try to stalk me. I do love a good thief mage. Let's see, Well, so we can just tell him, like, alright. Or we can be like, no, jump, it's fine. But we are neutral good. We want to try and save him as we can. And also, we have already decided, I believe, that Jin is a bit of a drama queen, right? So, old man calling for 3 here. I see. No, go on. Go on, do it. You won't do it. You don't think that we should go for the drama llama answer? No, by all the gods, do not do such a thing. There's so much to live for. All right, there we go. See, that's in character now. We've got to play to the character. You're right, of course. What a fool I was to think this would solve anything. It didn't solve anything the last time I stood here and was stopped, nor the time before that. I really should develop a better method of dealing with adversity. It's such a long walk as well. Perhaps if I had Mumsy construct a cliff closer to town. Well, thanks for your concern, Ta. So this guy just wanders away from town, comes all the way out here, stands at this cliff when he's feeling down, and waits for someone to talk him out of jumping, and that's his hobby. Now, see, aren't you glad that we did that? West to Candlekeep. Okay. That wasn't worth any experience points, but it was still an experience. Here we go. Now this is, you can see the edge of the screen maybe. There's a slight difference in the black. That is the road to Candlekeep. You can see the little, like, wagon wheel there. That means we can navigate to a new area when the cursor changes to that. I'm not going back to Candlekeep because there is nothing for us there. If we do go back, they're just like, oh, Gorion died? That's terrible. Oh. Well, you definitely can't come in here then, because whoever tried to kill Gorion may still be after you. So go away now. It's like, you know, rude but reasonable. And here we go, back where we started, or at least back where we began after running away from the ambush. There we go. Ah, a wolf. Okay. Wolves are nasty in Black Isle D&D games.
Let's give them a right thrashing.
For some reason, they always seem like to be way stronger than they should be. Now, we've got good armor, and that helps.
What you want? My blade will cut you down to size.
There we go. I'm going to switch her to her sword because Jin has got aggro, so to speak. The wolf is badly injured. Now, see, we're not very good with this Warhammer, and she's not super great with that longsword, so we're having trouble hitting him. But we will get there. Someday. Sometimes battles are like this, and then sometimes they are frantic. Oop, see, finally got a hit in. He dealt 3 damage to us, we dealt 4 damage to him. There we go. Okay, phew-wee. And that was worth 65 experience points, so worth it, but... yeah, he just wants to hug our face with his teeth, that's all. Okay, well, that's about half the map. Let's come back down here and start. Towards the end of the game, of course, we're going to want to be as high level as possible. And the more characters we have in our party, the more powerful we are, but also our experience points are going to be spread out. They're going to be shared. So that means that we want every little scrap that we can get hold of. Ooh. Thanks for the subs. Let's go ahead.
Got another one.
And we are going to give a save. Well, hey. Awesome. Somebody handing out those gift subs. We love that. Cole said. Let's see what he has to say. Well, a busy day for me today, indeed. Strange noises throughout the night, and now a plethora of people strolling about the woods. You do look a touch more hospitable than the last 2 I met, though. Well met, stranger. I'm called Colstead.
Got another one.
Goodness, y'all are into it tonight. Big thanks for all those subs. Really appreciate it. Let's see here. Stand away. I've very little trust left after last night's event, and I'll not waste any on you. Now that's perhaps the paranoid but sensible answer. Could you help me? My foster father and I were attacked last eve, and now I'm not sure where to go. I would have your assistance. I was ambushed in the night and require whatever you can give. Or, hey, you saw 2 people in the woods. I was told to meet some friends at the Friendly Arm Inn. Perhaps they and the ones you met are the one and the same. Or why are you in the woods? I've heard nothing but how dangerous they are. Yes. I think this one, number 4 here, might be telling him a little bit too much information. The first one is pretty dramatic. That is pretty dramatic. I won't waste any on you. I would also... 2 could also get us there. But I think 3 and 4... probably off the table. 5 is a sensible question. Let's see. I think though I am leaning towards maybe 2? But we'll do 1 if you want. Because he'll still have a response. Well, I imagine you're either the cause or a victim of the carnage I heard to the north last night, then. It's a shame what the Iron Shortage has done to people's manners. You would do well to treat people you meet with a touch more respect, at least until you determine if they're a threat or not. You'll not get far if you don't make friends, though there are a couple fellows on the road to the east that would suit your demeanor quite nicely, I'm sure. Oh, he didn't like that we were rude to him. Okay, well, let's see then. I apologize for the outburst, but I am in dire straits. Can you help me? I have little to give besides advice and goodwill. Make friends where you can, as traveling alone is almost certain death. You'll want to surround yourself with like-minded companions lest you risk making enemies in your own party. Aside from this little tidbit of wisdom, I'd say you're on your own. Luck be with you. Yeah, well, thanks for nothing. We knew that. No, we'll be nice to him. We are neutral good. Fare thee well, as they say. And then he's just going to wander off into the wilderness. You can follow them up to a certain point when an NPC wanders away like that, but eventually they despawn. They don't just, like, keep wandering around. Oh, these two. Okay, we will come back here in just a moment. Ooh, diseased gibberling again.
Yep.
Okay, I see now I'm going to have to swap these two. There we go. She keeps defaulting back to her arrows. And I mean, obviously, that's not a bad thing. I just don't want to run out of arrows until we have a chance to acquire more. They're in limited supply, so we need to save them in case we come across a serious threat, like maybe 2 wolves at once. Ooh, hey, look at that. There's a thing. Imoen's spotting a thing. Binkos. Sorry, chum, but I can't stop to chat. There's been another caravan raided northeast of Baragost, and I must report of these dire straits to the Grand Dukes. The messenger's work is never done. Okay, sure. Now see, right there, really faintly, this little blue dot. What's in here? Ooh. A diamond. Cool. Someone left a diamond for us. Well, we love that. We can sell that when we get to another shop. That'll buy a lot of arrows. So what Cole said was telling us down there, of course, was a little bit of game advice, or game-relevant advice. He was being diegetic, so to speak.
Let's give them a right thrashing.
Because you may remember what I said before. Are you serious? She keeps switching to that bow.
As you wish.
I mean, it's fine. She killed it in one shot, but still. But anyway, yeah, it's the same reason that I mentioned. We're going to be using the cannon party because, of course, there are a lot of different options. Ooh. Probably should heal. I guess it's time for a spell. There we go. Back to full health. That's the power of being a cleric, baby.
How may I be of assistance?
There we go. Wolf is now badly injured. Now we just stand here until it dies. And down here, of course, you're going to see the battle report as things go on. But anyway, yeah, the Cannon Party, we're going with them not just because it makes sense for Baldur's Gate 2, which we will definitely play later, but also because there are so many different possible combinations of party members and NPCs that you can get over here.
Alas, my life's blood seeps out.
Oh, Lord, he is so dramatic. That is so funny. Do we have... No, we've got Exaltation.
Yes.
Oh, we got it. Okay, good. I was about to say I don't have any healing left other than a potion. But at least we do have potions. Candlekeep Coastway. Okay, now we'll go talk to these two. I'm going to do a hard save, just in case. There we are. But yeah, different characters that go in your party, sometimes they don't like each other. They don't get along real well. So we want a party that's actually going to do that, that's going to get along with us, and that's going to get along with each other, because Cole said was right. If we put the wrong people in our party, we could make enemies within the group.
Montaron, you are so aggravating. She's disturbing to my demeanor.
I don't know what that accent is supposed to be, but check this guy out. So this is Czar. A child wandering the wilderness? Surely you must be none too bright to be traveling these roads. And you look a bit scuffed too. Fine pair of troubles all your own. Indeed. I can offer you healing potions if you wish as a token of goodwill. Okay. So, you might be able to tell from this guy's character portrait. It's kind of, it's small at this resolution. But Czar and Montaron are trouble. So, we don't want to travel with them. They will show up again later, possibly, if we're not careful. But Czar is a necromancer, and Montaron is an assassin, a burglar. So, like, if we ask him for any assistance, he's going to ask us for a favor. So it'd be like, I know you not and want none of your help. Or we can just say, I prefer to manage on my own. Because he will give us healing potions, but then in exchange, he's going to demand that they get to travel with us until they get to their destination. And we don't want anything to do with these two, because they are trouble. You do not trust us? I'll not be insulted by this whelp. Now, Montaron, had I just been attacked, I might be leery as well. So be it. I shall not heal you. Refuse if you wish. Neither shall I hold thee to a debt of honor for slighting my good intentions, though your conscience may. Just like old good people. See, he tries to weasel his way into the party anyway. Perhaps as payment you would go with us to Nashkel. It is a troubled area, and we mean to investigate some disturbing rumors surrounding the local mines. Some acquaintances are very concerned about the iron shortage. Specifically, where to lay blame in the matter. You would be useful, though I'll not hold you to it. We are to meet the mayor of the town, a man named Baron Gastkill, I believe. Don't you try to fool us, Braylor. We know better. Your conscience be your guide. There's little else to do. No, we've got other friends we need to meet first. We can ask them to come along and meet those people. Just be like, no, we're going to go our own path. We don't want any trouble from these two. See? And immediately he flips. You won't do this for me? You're bad. I'll have someone hurt you. You'll see. This one's a mini Monte, not a nice child at all. Now you've gone and set him off. Blasted Major blither for hours. Off with you. I'll not suffer the both of you. There we go. We have insulted them sufficiently to get them to leave us alone. Yeah, basically. Just, sure. Fine. So here we go. Our first bit of travel on the world map. So here are places that we've heard about, places that we know of, right? Olgoth's Beard. Here's Baldur's Gate, the titular city. The Friendly Arm Inn. We can't get straight there, but we know where it's at. There's Candlekeep. Here's where we are. Baragost. We just heard about that town and kind of know that it's there south of the Friendly Arm Inn. And then we just heard about Nashkel and the iron mines. There's apparently a carnival in Nashkel too. Someone might have mentioned that. But at least at the beginning, you have to follow a certain path. So we have to go here because we are learning our way, see? So we've got to go to an adjacent location.
Oh, there, wanderer. Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man.
Look at this Gandalf-looking motherfucker. With his pointy, weird hat. It's been nigh unto 10 days since I've seen a soul walking this road, and I've been without decent conversation since. Traveling nowadays appears to be the domain of either the desperate or the deranged. If thou wouldst pardon my intrusion, may I inquire which pertains to thee? He talks funny. Where have we heard speech like that before? Well, let's see. Not to imply anything, but how do you measure up to your own standards? Pestering strangers about their mental state doesn't seem all that well adjusted to me. Some of the dialogue in this game is so good. Or we can say, a fair bit desperate, actually. Might you know the way to the Friendly Arm Inn? I was told I might find some friends there. Or, I am not so stupid as to listen to strangers in the middle of nowhere, no matter how infirm they appear to be. Off with you. Well, we haven't had good luck with strangers so far. It's been kind of mixed. So, I see. Look, we all know by this point, old man, that like you're just gonna pick the mean option every time. That's what you want. Listen, we are neutral good, and we cannot just go around being rude to people all the time. We have to have variety. I mean, valid. Oh, let's see though. What's both neutral, good, and dramatic? We can't just confess to being desperate. Do we call him crazy? Here we go. You know, we're just asking for directions, right? That is pretty dramatic, though. I don't know. But last time we were rude to somebody, they called us out on it. So we were just rude. Let's be nice this time. We'll alternate. There we will. That's what we'll do. So we'll be polite to this fellow since we were just rude to somebody else. That I would. The inn is but a short distance to the north, and its doors are open to all. I have no doubt that thy friends shall be there, waiting with open arms. My sympathies for any hardships the road may have inflicted upon thee, though I am certain everything shall turn out for the best. Ay, but I have wasted too much of thy time and said too much already. I shall take my leave and wish thee all the best. And he just vanishes into the darkness. Great. Okay.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Well, we do still need to explore. However, we have 1 hit point. She refuses to use anything but that bow. Okay, well, you know what? Whatever.
How may I be of
We're about to get to a shop anyway. Okay, Friendly Arm Inn to the north. So we're going to head over there as quickly as possible. Sword beaches would be... well, I don't know if it'd be cooler. It would be... different. I would go to the sword beach. I would be afraid to go barefoot, but... oh, here's someone, another traveler. People just accosting us on the road. If you don't mind, please try to keep your voices down. There be beasties about with better hearing than we. Okay, Let them hear. I'm more than able to handle whatever comes. Right? Yeah, no, this is, like, there's a lot of traffic out here for being in the forest. Sorry to have disturbed you. What should we be wary of? Or, you seem quite at home out here. What's the most dangerous thing you've seen? I don't know, we were just polite to somebody. Should we yell about it? That is pretty dramatic. Or should we play it smart? We are very wise as well. We have a high wisdom score. Maybe we should ask, like, what there is to be scared of out here so that we have a little more information. It would be nice to know what's waiting for us out there, because we still have a ways to go to get to the inn. Alright, let's get some advice. Hey, the most dangerous thing I intentionally went after? Stalked an ogre mage for a few days once. Had a party of my own back then. Killed the ogre. Lost the party. Not really worth the trade, if you ask me. I've seen more dangerous beasties, but usually over my shoulders I'm making tracks fast as I can. No shame in running when your life is on the line. Off with you now. I've meat to catch. Alright, thank you. Sure. Friendly Arm Inn to the north. Oh, good. That's where we want to go. And here it is. Now, obviously, we have not explored this entire area, but we're going to have to come back through here anyway. So, might as well do it with more people, because here is the Friendly Arm Inn. Look, that's pretty well fortified for an inn, right? Here we go. Safe at last at the Friendly Arm Inn. My next step should be to find and introduce myself to Khalid and Jahira, friends of Gorion. They can give me some advice on what to do next.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Here we go. Yep, the Friendly Arm is a whole castle. Check this out. Ooh, more cows. Maybe we can go drinking later. We'll see if they're as much fun as Nessa. Now there's quite a bit to explore here. And we will visit all of it. There's a Temple of Wisdom. Ooh, good. We'll feel right at home there.
Hi, friend.
Uh-oh. Tarnish. Okay, I led him over here for a reason, so... Hi, friend. I've not seen you here before today. What brings you to the Friendly Arm? Oh, nothing. Just coming to the inn. Or we can just tell people, you know, I'm here to meet some friends. That doesn't seem very wise. Or, I'm not your friend and my business is my own. Well, we were polite. Maybe it's time to be rude again. How rude. No, really, that is utterly rude of you. I'd teach you a lesson about manners, but that implies that you're going to live. If I weren't going to anyway, I'd kill you just for being so uppity.
My blade will cut you
Oh
down
boy.
the side.
We have 1 hit point. A fear spell. Uh-oh. Oh no, a magic missile. We were magic missiled. Bzz. Your main character has been killed. You must restart the game. No, it's fine.
I shall attend to it in a trice. How may I be of assistance?
So yeah, another assassin, right? I'm gonna go ahead and use a healing potion. They are
It
precious,
shall be as you wish.
but we will have more. I'm not gonna do the thing that I usually do and, like, you know, hoard them until they're no longer necessary.
Hi, friend.
Here we go. We'll get the guards to help us. Ahem. So yeah, since he is going to be, like, trying to kill us anyway, we might as well be rude, right?
Let's give them a right thrashing.
There we go. See, the guards are helping.
My blade will cut you down the side.
Spleen.
Oh, my spleen!
My life's blood seeps out.
Oh, they got him. We got him. Okay, anytime. Anytime. Just whenever you're ready. In your own time. He just wants to look around the place. And the guards just went about their business. This confusion spell has a very long duration. That's what it is. Yeah, there's just... There we go. Now he's got his head about him.
You have but to ask.
There's just so much to get used to. Let's see what this Tarnesh guy had on him. Surely something good if he was a wizard,
How may I be
right?
of assistance? I shall attend to it in a trice.
Ooh. We got scrolls. We got a staff. We got a letter. We're going to leave that quarterstaff just because you can't sell them for anything anyway. What does this letter say? Bounty notice. Be it known to all those of evil intent that a bounty has been placed upon the head of Jin Eryk, the foster child of Gorion. What a way to open a letter. Like, how do you sign up for that newsletter? All of those of evil intent, like acknowledging that you're evil. Like, okay, anyway, last seen in the area of Candlekeep, this person is to be killed in quick order. Those returning with proof of the deed shall receive no less than 200 coins of gold. As always, any that reveal these plans to the forces of law shall join the target in their fate. So there's the implication of like a secret evil bounty network. I love it. I love it. Very mysterious. But we got a scroll of magic missile, armor, and burning hands. Nice. Let's get inside as quickly as we can. We don't want to use another healing potion. We need a break, right? Whew.
You have but to ask.
Hey, friend. Good to meet a fine sod such as yourself.
Stop coming up and talking to us, random strangers. I can't stand the way the roads are cut off these days. Me uncle's in Baldur's Gate, and I can't get there to see him. Okay, why are the roads cut off? Where you been these past few months? The roads are crawling with brigands and bandits after every scrap of iron you got on ye. Surely you must have fled some on your trip here, lest you came by the West Road, that is. Why is the West Road still open? If there's ever a book shortage, that road to Candlekeep will be the most dangerous of them all, I assure you. But these folk are after metal, so they're sticking mainly to the larger trade routes between Baldur's Gate and Alm. And guess what? This here inn is smack dab in the middle of it all. Okay. I don't know why you came up and felt compelled to tell us that.
Please, seat yourselves whatever you wish.
Alright, we got other people to talk to. We've got Surrey, we've got Dorn, we've got a whelp, we've got Nessie the barmaid, but that's not who we're here to see. We're here to see these folks who are sitting over here, appropriately, in this shadowy corner. Yeah, Commoner's a very common name around here.
How long must we wait here? Things stir to the south as we sit.
Ah, it's Jaheira. Greetings. You look familiar, though it's not your looks. I am not sure what I expected, but I believe you are Gorion's child. I am Jaheira. This is Khalid. Good to know you. We are old friends of your adopted father. He is not with you? I must assume the worst. He would not permit his only child to wander without his accompaniments. If he has passed, we share your loss. Gorion often said that he worried for your safety, even at the expense of his own. He also wished that Khalid and I would become your guardians if he should ever meet an untimely end. However, you are much older now, and the choice of your companions should be your own. We could travel with you until you get settled, help you find your lot in life. It would be a fitting last service to Gorion, though we should first go to Nashkel. Khalid and I look into local concerns, and there are rumors of strange things happening at the mines. No doubt you have heard of the iron shortage. You would do well to help us. It affects everyone, including you. We are to meet the mayor of the town, Baron Gastkill, Ah, so they're going to the same place to see the same people as Czar and Monteron. Let's see. Well, these are two of the canon parties, so obviously their company would be welcome. We came here to get them, we need them, and we're leaving with them. Well, good. We'll leave as soon as you're ready, though it should be soon. Ta-da! She just automatically healed us because we were wounded. Oh, that's why Imoen keeps switching to the bow. Party AI is turned on. Down here. There we go. That's why. So if we have that turned on, then of course, as I said in the last episode, the first episode, then each AI companion has a script that they follow that causes them to take certain actions under certain conditions. If we want full control over them, then we have to turn party AI off so that we can do exactly what we want.
I hope our establishment's to your liking.
Ah, welcome to the Friendly Arm Inn. Looks like you had a rough journey. Oh, yes, this place is a fortress. You notice the place? It's literally a fortress, right? This is a heck of an inn. Bentley wanted the inn to be a safe haven for all sorts of travelers. Anyone could stay here, but we don't tolerate any troublemaking within these walls. So did he build this place? It's so solid, it looks like it's been here forever. Oh no, Bentley and Galana didn't build the inn. They found it. They were part of an adventuring party, not unlike your own. In the first few years following the time of troubles when all the gods were walking the surface of our world, the inn was actually the hold of a powerful undead priest of Baal, god of murder. With the evil cleric weakened by the death of his god, Bentley and Galana were able to destroy him once and for all, thus laying claim to his troubled fortress. Ooh, so they are retired adventurers. And they did what many retired adventurers do. They settled down and opened an inn. They must have lots of stories to tell. Well, I'm sure they do, but this inn is their life now, and they don't like to dwell on the past. You're as likely to get a tale out of them as you are to get a tooth from the mouth of an inn. It's been a pleasure meeting you, however, and I do hope you enjoy your stay. There's Bentley right there. Let's go talk to him.
It's been dreadful slow business lately.
None too many travelers have been through lately, what with the supposed troubles down south. So what can I do for you? What do you have to sell? Okay, this is where we can rent a room, of course, which we should probably go ahead and do, but first, let's sell all of this stuff that we do not need, including this diamond, 500 gold, sure. Short bow. Now, we are going to hang on to these scrolls right now, because they're worth quite a bit of money, but we've got some decent cash, and we are not a wizard, but you never know when we're going to find somebody who can use these, right? Let's see what else he's got for sale. Composite Longbow. That is definitely an upgrade from Imoen's short bow. +1 Thaco, +2 damage, but requires 18 strength, so she can't use that, actually. This one only requires 6 strength. It's Thaco +1, speed factor 7, versus this one, speed factor 6, and no accuracy bonus. So the longbow is a little bit slower, just a tiny bit, but it is more accurate, and it's going to deal more damage. Anything else good down here? Chainmail, splintmail, leather, plate. Buckley's buckler. A rectangle of mammoth hide forms this small shield. No amount of cleansing can dispel the pong of decay from this poorly tanned device, yet somehow the malodorous shield fortifies its wielder. So +1 to AC, and also +1 to your constitution score when you wield that. Also got some books, and of course there's like the diamond and stuff which we could buy back if we needed to. So for now, I don't know that I want to blow over 100 gold on this longbow yet. So we'll just hang on to what we've got. We don't need to spend all of our cash right away on like new equipment because we have 2 new characters now as well.
Please,
Oh.
sell
Perhaps we should go to Nashkel, so see, it's adding on to that existing quest. Bentley's like, yeah, it's not great. There we go. Let's rent this room. This is a very curved rectangular shape. It's spinning very fast. Alright, there we go. We've rested for 8 hours, so we should have our spells back. Now let's take a look at our new companions. Jaheira. She is our first multi-class character. She is a female half-elf fighter druid. So you can see her experience points are split between these two classes. She's going to level up more slowly than other people, but she's going to level up in both fighter and druid. So she is a very tough character with a wide variety of powers and very cool. She's pretty strong, pretty quick, very tough. She's average intelligence. She's strangely low wisdom for a druid, because that's the druid's main stat. But she's easy to get along with. She's rough around the edges, but you know, once you get to know her. And then we have Khalid. Khalid is Jaheira's husband, who is also a half-elf, and he is a fighter. And you'll see he is also neutral good. She's true neutral, but he's a neutral good. And he is just a pure fighter, so he is going to be kind of our tank. Again, strong, actually quicker than Jaheira, very tough, pretty smart cookie, but less aware of his surroundings than his wife is, and he's very shy and soft-spoken. So, and he comes with splint mail, a helmet, a medium shield, and a longsword, and a healing potion. Everybody comes with a healing potion, except for Jaheira, who comes with a potion of invisibility, which we're actually going to give to her. And this oil of speed is probably better used by Khalid. Jaheira has a quarterstaff and leather armor, and that's all she's got. Now, she is multiclassed into fighter, which means that theoretically she can use any type of weapon and any type of armor. However, druids have to abide by a certain code, and so that means that they can't wear metal armor and they can't use certain weapons. They need to use mostly weapons that are largely natural materials, so they don't like things like swords and axes and so forth that have been forged and worked a lot. They prefer stuff like staves and spears or clubs. So yeah, we'll find something for her to use. You'll see here, she only has one lore as her abilities. There we go. See, character can use the abilities of a fighter and a druid. The weapons are restricted to only those allowed by the druid's ethos. Character may specialize in, but not master, any weapon they can use. So, she's actually a pretty tough combatant. And here we go. She is double proficient in clubs. She's skilled in the quarterstaff, and she's decent with a sling. Khalid is very good with a longsword, decent with an axe, and also he knows how to use a longbow. So that's cool. And he attacks pretty quickly, too. So, alright. Now let's see here. I think it's time for a different formation. We're going to put our protagonist at the center, but Imoen here needs to be kind of at the back. We want Khalid and Jaheira up front protecting Generic. Alright, let's talk to these other folks. Welp.
I need some help.
Look at these forks and tankards. This iron shortage shows no mercy on us drunkards and gourmands. Oh, what's wrong with your silverware, dude? They be made of iron, yet they bend under the weight of this inn's meager offerings, and the handle breaks on me tankard to spill this rat spit of an ale into me lap. Let's see, get me another. Well. Dorn.
It's about time. Bring me another flagon of ale.
Excuse me, I think you have mistaken me for someone else.
Then why do you bother me? Be gone.
So he's got a portrait. How rude. Let's see, where is it? Where did it go? Oh, here it is. It was right there on top. How rude. A brooding half-orc at the Friendly Arm Inn mistook me for a servant. I had half a mind to tell him where to stick his jutting teeth, but decided against it. He looks like the sort who'd be handy in a fight. Perhaps we'll meet again under more favorable circumstances. Dude, don't go after somebody's appearance like that. Go after his attitude. But yeah, Dorn, he's a tough cracker. But you can recruit him.
Yes?
A new face in this cloistered place. Stand by my side and let's talk for a while. Okay, what brings you here? I was an apprentice blacksmith under Tyranny in Barakost. With the iron situation being what it is, however, I thought I'd better head somewhere else. Waterdeep, maybe. Tyranny's having enough trouble making a go of it as it is. Fair enough. So yeah, there's a lot of trouble. This iron shortage is a big deal.
You have but to ask.
So now we can meet all of the interesting people here in the Friendly Arm Inn, of which there are several. And now that we have Imoen...
You're a queer. I've done had enough of this.
Thanks, Imoen. Oh, see? This is locked. For now. Oh, come on. Imoen. Imoen. She needs to level up. The way that this works is it's just like in Icewind Dale. We have to actually put ranks in things like open locks and find traps and so forth. So when she levels up, we will be able to actually, like, you know, unlock some of this stuff. There are a few things we might be able to get into. Maybe not a lot, though. Here we go. Anything in this room? Ah. We'll speak to that character in a moment. Anyone down here? Obviously, we don't want to pick a lock with someone watching us. Man, Imoen. We'll just have to come back, and we'll be back through here, of course, so.
What is it this time? You have but to ask.
Unshi.
You cannot get better than the stability stone walls provide.
Have you heard? There's a rogue ogre with a belt fetish to the south of the Friendly Arm Inn. I had to bargain my new girdle of Pearson for my life out there. Wasn't even interested in an autographed copy of my book. Hey, if you can get that belt back to me, I'd be mighty grateful. Ooh, a quest. A rogue ogre, or roger.
Yes?
We'll have to go find that guy. To the south of the inn. Now you understand why we did not explore that entire area that we came through, that crossroads area right away.
A pleasure it is to meet you.
Hey, I've got a teeny bit of a spider infestation happening in my cellar in Barakost. I was on my way to the gate to get some poison, but this would be a lot easier on my legs, to be honest. You'll know the house when you see it. It's right to the west of the Jovial Juggler Inn. Bring back their bodies to prove you've done the job, and I'll give you 100 gold pieces. If you could, please bring my husband's old boots and my old bottle of wine back as well. I'll throw in something extra. Another side quest, and a strange one at that.
How may I be of assistance?
But it's okay, we're used to going into basements and killing, like, vermin, so... We'll see if we can unlock any of these containers. There are a lot fewer people on this top floor. We just have to make sure that Landrin can't see us pick any of these locks.
What you want? I am gone.
Hey, leather armor.
What is it this? It shall be as you wish.
Nature as you direct.
Can I do my best?
Here we go. I like Khalid.
Yep. This way.
Let's see. Don't know if Landrin can see us from there. I don't think she can. Doesn't much matter if we can't pick the damn lock anyway. Nothing in there. Weirdly, picking the lock usually doesn't upset people in these games. It's only if you take something. So, theoretically, you can actually pick a lock right in front of someone, and as long as you don't take anything out of the container, no one will say anything. Oh, yes. The giant rat. Okay, got a battle axe. Who just leaves a battle axe on the side table? Ooh, a bunch of arrows. Now we're talking. She needs those. And we'll buy some more arrows before we leave. They're very inexpensive. And, yes, yeah, the bed axe. You know, it's very common. Everyone has a bed axe. Everyone knows about the bed axe. But arrows don't weigh much and they cost almost nothing, so... We'll buy a bunch to make sure that she can use her bow. Because we have 2 melee characters, so now it makes more sense for her to shoot. Is this the guy?
No time to chit-chat.
Oh, here we go. This is one of the best quests in the game. About time you showed. Here, I need these tunics cleaned and pressed by this eve, and be extra careful with the golden pantaloons. It took 15 women and a small boy from Kalimshan 12 days and 4 nights to weave them, so careful on the seams. Well, get going. Okay, so we can steal these golden pantaloons. We can just take them and leave with them. But we also can tell the guy that we don't need them. They don't really do us any good. So, I love this though. Sir, yes sir, pantaloons pressed and ready by tonight, or breakfast is free, sir. Or stow your laundry, fool. I am neither tailor, maid, nor mother to any fop such as you. But, of course, since we're neutral good, and not a thief, because if we had played a thief or a bard, I was prepared to just steal literally everything. Like, and not use Imoen as an excuse, but like anytime we had an opportunity like this, I'd just take it. Much as I've always dreamed of owning golden pantaloons, I must confess that I am not the cleaner that you were expecting. Not the cleaner? Not the cleaner! Oh. Well, my mistake. I thank you for your honesty. I thank you for not stealing the pantaloons, and I will thank you kindly not to mention the padding and the codpiece. Good day. The golden pantaloons, are they? Should we steal them? Do we need the golden pantaloons, you think? I mean, we can take them. I actually don't remember. They do something if you hang on to them. I want to show... Here we go.
way.
I want to show
How may I
both
be- You have but two
versions of
arms.
this anyway, because you have to actually see the pantaloons. So,
No time to chit-chat.
alright, here we go. Yes, sir. Service with a smile and a snap in your step. That's what we like to see. Now get going, damn you. Not a coin for a tip if there's even one tear. So here we go. We have acquired pants. Pantaloons of a quality heretofore unseen by the eyes of either man or beast. Dynamic styling and comfort that cradles, cuddles, and coddles. Seduce your thighs, cajole your calves, enjoy golden pantaloons today. Trousers you would be proud to take home to mother, if mother rode fast and fought hard. Well, now we have to keep them regardless, because that is so dramatic. That is the best thing. Alright, we're taking the pantaloons. Agreed? I think we're all agreed, right? Because, the thing is, you don't get anything for, like, being honest. Otherwise, I might have an argument otherwise, just because we're neutral good, right? We're just not going to lie to the guy. But you saw, when we just are honest with him and say, hey, you know, we're not the cleaners, then you don't get anything other than a thank you. So,
You have but two arms.
downstairs.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Oh boy, okay, well Flash, you and everyone else are going to have to help me remember, because usually I give the pantaloons back, and so I don't do those quests in Baldur's Gate 2. But since we will be playing Baldur's Gate 2 at some point, and we have these golden pantaloons, we're going to have to hang on to them. And we'll have to remember to get to the silver and bronze pantaloons in Baldur's Gate 2. Oh, it's raining
shall be as you
outside
wish.
now. Alright, let's explore the rest of the Friendly Arm Inn. See what else we can come up with, any other friends we can make. I want to go to the temple, of course. For more than one reason now, because the Temple of Wisdom over here is where we are going to get those items identified. So let's head inside out of the rain.
You are welcome here in Glitter Gold Sight.
No, I've done the quest, I just usually don't. But I know we have some first-timers with us. So, no spoilers, of course, as said, for anybody in the chat. But we definitely will do the quest. We just... you have to. If this is someone's first playthrough, you've gotta. But just don't let me forget, because usually I don't do that one. Here we go. This is Galana. That's Bentley's wife. For a bit of respectful coin, we can cure what ails thee if you need. What sort of cures do you have available? Cure light wounds, raise dead, etc. All that stuff we've seen. She's got potions of healing, potions of genius and mind focusing, insight antidotes, elixir of health, stone to flesh scroll. Also, we can identify things. Now, it does cost 100 gold to get something identified, but that's also the only way we can do it unless we find a scroll, or until we have a wizard who can cast the spell. Until then, it's either this or we have to rely on our lore skill, which is not very high yet. So let's go ahead. We have plenty of money thanks to that diamond. Let's spoil ourselves. Here we go. A belt of antipode. Trimmed in the fur of a polar bear, this sturdy belt is tooled with images of blue moons and white ice flows. The wearer is immune to all cold-based effects, but suffers double any fire damage. So there we go. Immune to cold, but double damage from fire. We also have these golden pantaloons. I'm not going to spend 100 gold on them yet. I'm going to wait. We're going to save that.
It shall be as you wish. I shall attend to it in a trice.
Now that belt can be useful if we find someone who's using cold damage. However, it's not a very common damage type in the game, and fire is. So that means that except for 1 or 2 specialized encounters, most of the time that belt is going to be more of a hindrance than a help. And thus we will probably wind up selling it. But at least we will turn a profit. Like, you can't sell a magical item for its full price unless you know what it is, so you have to identify it first.
It shall be as
and
you
then
wish.
you just have to hope that you're going to get back more than 100 gold. And in this case, we should.
It shall be as you wish. You have but to ask.
Here's someone with a name here, so we'll actually want to talk to them.
Yes?
Hey there, you're new here, aren't you? Could I trouble you a moment?
Oh, certainly, milady. Speak your mind. Because we were rude to the nobleman, right, by stealing his pants, so we'll be nice to her.
Such manners. Well, I need a gruff hand for this task, so keep your please and thank you garbage for the nobles.
Of course, we were nice to her, so...
I was robbed blind by some hobgoblins when in sight of this very inn's walls, and I need you to return the favor. They took my ring, and that's all I want back. Will you do it?
What's in it for us?
Nothing. I have no gold to give you. I was just robbed, remember? You'll be doing it out of the goodness of your heart.
At least she's honest. Okay, well, we do get something out of it, so... Oh, goodness. She was pretty rude, though, but we are neutral good. Yeah, like, at least it makes sense. She's like, what do you... Nothing. I was just robbed. I don't have anything to give you.
Thank you. The creatures were just north of the inn. I swear I could almost see them from the upper rooms. Bring my ring back here when you get it. You'll know it when you see it. It's a flame dance ring, and very striking.
Yeah, she's like, I'm asking you to... Like, I was just robbed.
You have but to ask.
Like, be reasonable. Okay. She really said, just do it for free. Okay. Let's explore around here a little bit, because I actually cannot remember for sure if the hobgoblins she's talking about are on this map. Because she talks about them being really close, so I think maybe they are. Like, I think they're over this way. But I'm not 100% sure if they're here, or if you actually have to go north to the next map, and they're, like, right over the divide. We'll find out, though. Indeed we will. Oop, there's some hobgoblins, okay.
Forward march, spare no one. Forward march, spare no one.
And now we have 4 warriors. So this should be a lot easier. There's one down.
For the fallen!
Forward march.
Oop,
You're a queer fellow.
there we go. Imoen had to reload. She ran out of ammunition.
Can I help you? I can, but try.
All right, let's grab this stuff. Okay. I think she can wear a helmet, I believe. I don't think that that stops her from using her druid spells.
Awaits.
Good. And not really anything else great. We do have a scroll of protection from evil. We'll add that to our collection.
Yes?
But now you see why it's important that we buy a lot of arrows for Imoen if she's going to use a bow. We do need someone on ranged artillery, so from the back row. everybody doesn't need to be crowded up front dual wielding. Those are not all of the hobgoblins. I think those are there to, like, parcel them out and indicate to you that you're on the right track. But then you have to find some more hobgoblins, because notice we did not find her ring. She specifically mentioned the Flame Dance ring. That's what she wants back. Let's find the rest of these hobgoblins. We'll get her ring back. We'll turn that quest in before we even leave. There we go. Imoen is deadly with that bow. So we want her using the bow, we just don't want her running out of ammo. She's hitting more than anybody else. Which is wild because now we have 2 fighters in the group. Oh, they hit Jaheira again. That's okay. Jaheira hits back a lot harder than she will suffer herself to be struck.
You have need of me? I'll do my best.
All right. There we go. There's her ring. Okay, we're going to have to share some of this stuff, because you can see that number's red. He is over encumbered. See? Joya's Flame Dance ring. It's the stuff that it's made out of. Let's grab this. Okay. There. No one should be over encumbered. I don't think if we spread it out like that. There we go. Excellent.
How may I be of assistance? I shall attend to it in a trice.
Oh, Imoen is slowed. I forgot she's not very strong. There, we'll let Jaheira carry it. So we won't be going north from here. Not yet. Because the only thing really to the north at the moment that we know of course, is Baldur's Gate. And we were told that Baldur's Gate is closed off right now. They're not letting people inside for some reason. Oh, his morale broke. He's afraid.
What is it this time? I shall attend to it in a trice.
Excellent. Oh. We are actually out of inventory slots.
Yes, or the group.
I forgot that that was her, like, click thing.
You've a task. Nature's servant awaits.
That's the classic, but this is the...
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
Yes?
It's like she's breaking the fourth wall a little bit and talking directly to the player. I love that. Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure. I think that that might be it. Because this is the edge of the map right here. Bentley and Galana pay guards to protect the Friendly Arm Inn, but I suppose that those guards are not really, like, it's not their job to go out and patrol the roads around the inn, just to protect the inn itself and the people who are staying there. So that's why there are hobgoblin bandits, although I would think, like, you know, he's some kind of a wizard, I think, or other spellcaster, and she's a cleric of Garl Glittergold, so I would take it upon myself to at least not let bandits be that close to the inn when you can literally see them from the windows. So, yes. It just kind of brings the game to life. And they also have special quotes. If you click on them too many times in a row, they will say stuff kind of like in Warcraft. Do you remember, was it the sheep in Warcraft that I think if you click them too many times consecutively within a certain period, they would explode and actually, like, deal damage? I think that was the case, because there's actually, like, you could use that as part of your strategy. Lure people into a bunch of sheep and then just click like a madman. Blow the sheep up. There we go. That's all of that map that we're going to get to uncover. We can't really, like, uncover this part. Alright, folks. This way. Now, she's wounded, and we have used a spell slot. So probably... Oh, actually. Past it. I was going to say we'll spend the night again before we leave, but we'll go talk to Joya first.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Yes? I thank you. This ring was a gift when I set out on my own. Couldn't bear the thought of some smelly old hobgoblin having it. You're a good sort, and I'll say so to anyone that asks.
Good on you if you saved the day.
There we go. See, she was very appreciative even if she had no gold to give me. So here we go. This was the reward for this quest. We got 400 experience points, but also our reputation increased. If we get caught stealing or committing other crimes, our reputation will decrease. And if we are rude to people too often, it will decrease. But if we're nice to people, we do things out of the goodness of our heart, and just generally do helpful quests, then our reputation will go up. And that means it unlocks certain dialogue options and certain shop options and things that otherwise we wouldn't have. And there's a couple other times where it comes into play where, like, someone will say, hey, you know, these guys probably aren't troublemakers because they have such a good reputation, so we won't do this terrible thing to them, or we won't lock you up, or we'll let you get away with it this time, sort of stuff.
My inn is open to all who behave themselves.
Alright, let's see here. So, this belt of antipode, I'm going to probably go ahead and sell that. 250. Leather armor, helmet, tiger cowrie shell necklace, bastard sword. Okay, don't need any of this stuff. Let's see, leather armor. All right, we've broken 1,000 gold. Okay, so now let's see. We have chainmail, splint mail, leather armor. We could buy some plate armor. Don't have any studded leather. I really would like to throw some studded leather on Eryk and Imoen, but he's not selling it, and we already got regular leather armor for free for the person who didn't come with it, so... and I don't want to blow all of our money at once on this plate mail. So I think that means we are actually good for the moment. We could buy him a large shield. Might do that, but we're about to go and fight a bunch of people, so see, part of it is I want to see what we can get for free from drops. Oh, that's what we need to do. I was even saying that. Oop.
My inn is open to all who behave themselves.
We need to buy some arrows. Where are they? Arrows. Here we go. Arrow. 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 There we go. So see, they stack up to 80. So, boom. Boom, there we go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna buy 3 stacks of 80. There we go. That is plenty of arrows for now. So we'll let her use up that stack of 4 first and then replace it with that other stack of 80, and that should be more than enough to do her.
It's been dreadful slow business lately.
And just want to double check, what are her spells? 2 Cure Light Wounds and an Entangle. I think that's good for now. Alright, so now it's time to head south.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Oh, there's the iconic line. You must gather your party before venturing forth, says the narrator. Or the dungeon master, depending on how you choose to interpret it. So, we've got to head south, because that's where Baragost is, and that's also where Nashkel is, further on that way. And we want to get there as quickly as possible, within reason, because Nashkel is also where we are going to get our other party members. Oh, night fell like a hammer. Dang. Okay. Let's go ahead and do a hard save. Here we are.
It shall be as you wish. How may I be of assistance? You have but to ask.
All right, so we're going to finish exploring this area.
Oh, my heart's really not in this.
Excellent. These wolves are a lot less intimidating now that there's 4 of us. And 2 of us are actually fighters. And not a cleric and a thief. Ooh, there's something hidden. Ooh, another diseased gibberling. Okay, there we go.
What you want?
Boom. We got rid of that stack of 4.
What is it this time? It shall be as you wish.
What's hidden in this rock? Ooh, a magical ring, you say. It's probably just a ring of protection, but also, like, when it comes to magic items, there's no such thing as just. Like a ring of protection that's +1 to AC. Love that. Because it's not going to stack with, like, the magic bonus from all of our armor, but we don't have magic armor right now, so it's definitely useful.
Let's give them a right thrashing.
Some of those bandits. Ooh. So we just picked up something semi-important here. A Bandit Scalp. Yep, perhaps worth money to the right person. So yeah, every time that we kill a bandit, they're going to drop something like that. And we can turn that in to the right people for cash dollars. Because there is a bounty out for these horrible bandits. As there should be, presumably. Because these bandits, if you listen to their voice lines and stuff, they're just kind of terrible people. Like, they're not folks on hard times who are trying to make ends meet and have been forced to turn to banditry to, you know, to survive. This is not survival banditry. These are assholes who are robbing and killing people for their iron because iron is in short supply, so that they can resell the metal to somewhere else. So, you know, they're capitalists. Andu, or Andout, Andoot, Andout.
Hey,
Oh. Mustache to Baragost, I must. Governor Keldath must be told of the extra troops being sent his way. Baragost is to be garrisoned in case of Omnian attack, though Omn has denied such attempt. Of course they would deny it. The snakes make way for the messenger. I don't think Omn has any reason to invade Baragost. Little Jace.
You funny looking.
Don't you be getting any closer, I'll have Mom come and give you the belt.
Okay, relax. We don't want to hurt you, it's fine.
Oh, sure, that's what the other group of bandits said, and that they went and attacked a caravan I just saw leave. They were a bunch of liars, probably just like you. Get lost.
That's a roundabout way to tell us that there's a caravan right over here. Ta-da! Members of this caravan met a violent death. While there's no evidence to suggest it, you would surmise that bandits must be responsible. We were told by an eyewitness. Exploring. Each of these maps is pretty good sized, which I like. Because on the one hand, of course, there is quite a bit of this, you know, like there's just nothing for large stretches. But I mean, that's realistic too. But you are rewarded for your exploration because there are a lot of treasures and NPC encounters and unique monsters or, you know, things like that that are off the beaten path. So you get something for going out and looking around. And I appreciate that. So this is a Svart. A Svart? Fart? I actually forgot to check. Short sword. There we go. That's what I thought. She's actually not proficient in long swords, which probably helps to explain why she wasn't really hitting anything with that one that we gave her before. So we'll give her a short sword instead, and then she'll actually be able to hit something when we need her to in melee. There we go. This path actually goes back down around this direction. So the Svarts, they are, I think, maybe related to goblins somehow. They're little blue dudes. And as you saw, they're like immediately hostile towards us. Here we go, more of this caravan. Oh well, their loss is our gain, right? Ooh, silver ring, a fire agate gem, a dead horse.
Yes, if none are better.
I love how he's like surprised when you click on him.
Yes? It shall be as
He's
you
just
wish.
like, I'm fine. So that's why you can see how they're executing that 9 charisma in Khalid's case. It's not that he's unlikable. He just doesn't have a really strong personality. He's skittish, he's shy. He's a soft boy. Jaheira is definitely the tough one between the two. But they make a good pair. Gibberlings, and they're not diseased. Which I guess we should be thankful for because, like, we don't want to catch something if they bite us. But it also means that they are stronger, because diseased gibberlings, obviously, a toll has been taken on their bodies by whatever it is that's ravaging them.
You've a task for the group.
How may you have but to ask?
Nature as you direct.
There we go.
What is it this time? You have but to ask.
Where are we?
Hey! Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, Cam.
Oh, my heart's really not in this.
Ooh, an ogre. This is our first, like, really big fight.
I'm getting weaker.
Ooh.
Can I help you?
Ouch. And y'all, if you enjoy this playthrough and you want to see more Baldur's Gate, go check out Camaleo's channel because he played Baldur's Gate not that long ago. So, let's see.
Yes?
He's kind of stuck in the back there. Let's... That was a nasty hit on Khalid.
You have but to ask.
There we go. Jin was kind of hung up there and couldn't reach the ogre.
Getting weaker. I'll need a healer as soon as possible.
Oh man, Throne of Baal is such a good expansion. So yeah, that means that he is like ahead of us on our adventure where we just started the first one. So if you want spoilers, head over to his channel and he's doing a great playthrough of the whole Baldur's Gate series as well. Come on, don't die. There we go. The ogre is badly injured. Come on, guys. There we go. We got it.
You have need of me?
Well done. Hey, and look there. 2 magic belts.
How may I be of assistance?
So there we go. That was the ogre with the belt fetish, as Unshi described it. So this is probably her girdle, one of these, and then the other one, I forget exactly which one is which, but one of them I think is hers, and the other one I think it might be cursed. I can't remember.
You have but to ask.
Right. And for those of you who came in the raid, if you enjoyed Cam's stuff, then hopefully you will enjoy this playthrough as well, so feel free to stick around. After all, following is free, here and on YouTube. For those of you who are following and not subscribed, if you want to, feel free. And if you're watching on YouTube and don't use Twitch, that's why we have a Patreon. Ooh, some more farts.
Oh, my heart's really not in this.
Well, I'm sorry, Khalid, but you chose to be a fighter, so up front you go. Ooh. We actually took some damage.
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure, as you direct.
What is it this? I shall attend to it in a trice.
We're gonna have plenty of good stuff to sell when we get back to a shop. Okay, that's it for that corner. So, back this way. Oh, and it just started raining. You can even see the effect here on, like, the enlarged map. I like the weather effects. They're very basic, but still very engaging back when this game was new. It's like, oh no, it's raining. I gotta get my characters in out of the rain, said little me. And I still feel that. In games like this, I think you can tell that they're successful when you get, you develop an attachment to your characters. Not just your main character, but also, like, you know, Khalid and Eryk and Imoen. Like, I don't want them to be out in the rain and the wet and to be miserable. And I don't like it when they get hurt or they die. One of the reasons that I tend to play on normal difficulty level is not just because it is easier, because I don't really care so much about that. And it not just because it is, like, it makes a better video, I think, overall, for the experience that I'm trying to convey, at least. But also because, like, I don't like when my characters die. That's traumatic. Not just for them, but for me. My little digital friends, I must keep them safe. My children. Alright, so let's see. Check the world map. Okay, so we can go south to Baragost from here. So I think that we can just go straight there. Oh, wait, though. I almost forgot. We have a quest to turn in at the Friendly Arm Inn. I was going to say if the only reason we're going is mostly because of, like, just to sell stuff at the shop, then we can just go straight to Baragost and don't have to worry about it. But we do have a quest there because we've got to take...
by enemies and must defend yourself.
Oh, random encounter.
Let's give them a right thrashing.
That's fine, it's just wild dogs.
My blade will cut you down to size.
But we need to give Unshi's girdle back and tell her that we killed that ogre. So yes, sometimes you will encounter random fights like this one. Not all the time. They're not super common, but they're also not extremely rare. It's mostly a case, in my experience, of like...
I've done had enough of this.
A broken weapon.
Yes, you have but to ask.
Okay. Well. It tends mostly to be a case, in my experience, of when you don't want a random encounter is when one spawns.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
As usual, you know. Ain't that always how it is? There they go, caterpillar, caterpillar. It's probably Imoen going her own way, marching to the beat of her own drum. Alright, now we need to get some of this stuff identified, but we can wait until after we give Unshi her girdle back first.
It shall be as you wish. You have but to ask.
There we go.
You cannot get better than the stability stone walls provide.
He was a weird one, weren't he? Ugh, I can still smell him on you. I'll pay you 10 gold pieces for returning the girdle, and another 60 to find the nearest bath.
There we go. We got 800 XP, we lost that girdle, 70 gold. Jaheira leveled up. Cool. So there is our first level of the game. Ready to level up. Let's do it. So here we go. She's got no proficiency slots, no skills, so she just gained some passive abilities. Thaco was reduced by 1 additional level 1 priest spell, 12 hit points gain, and her lore went up. Excellent. She'll level up again in 1,946 XP. Let's see, she's got an empty slot down here. What shall we give her? Let's do an Armor of Faith. That's a pretty solid spell. See, so that was not insignificant XP.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Let's go up here. We'll talk to Bentley and get rid of some of this garbage that we picked up.
My inn is open to all who behave themselves.
Alright. Leather armor. Longsword, short bow. We have to identify that other girdle. And let's see. She used quite a few arrows, but not enough to worry about buying more just yet. Okay, let's go get this other stuff identified.
Please, seek yourselves whatever you wish.
It's been
Actually,
dreadful
let's heal.
business lately.
There, we'll rent the royal room. Oh. Some of them are halfway across the room. You must gather your party before venturing into sleep.
My inn is open to all
There,
who
we'll
behave
rent the nice room.
themselves.
I do have an orphan agenda. We were, as the trope says, conveniently orphaned. And I know whenever my parents are killed, personally, I develop an agenda right away.
It shall be as you wish.
Because, I mean, you've gotta fill the void with something. Okay.
I shall attend to it in a
Hide
trice.
your eye on your travels.
Alright. Identify. Here we go. Alright. What is this ring? That is a Ring of Protection +1. Ring of the Princes. So this one has a name. This ring and several of its type were originally crafted to protect the sons of King Castor de Wes, though who uttered the enchantment is unknown. History records that the rings remained within that family for at least 13 generations, though they were all apparently lost within the space of one. Enmity between the king and the family of the creator may be to blame. So yes, this Ring of Protection does not just give us +1 armor class, it also gives us +1 to all saving throws. Very nice. And this girdle? Ah, there we go. So this is the girdle of masculinity or femininity. So this is one of those items that it has a long and checkered history in the world of Dungeons and Dragons. Of course, since the inception of the game and the introduction of the item, there have been people who found it objectionable for various reasons, which are, of course, valid. But it also is one of the classic items up there with things like the Backbiting Spear or the Deck of Many Things, which a lot of people who maybe don't even know a ton about Dungeons & Dragons still recognize. So a rare yet oft discussed magical item is wrought with most powerful magic. Anyone unfortunate enough to secure it around their waist instantly finds their gender to be transformed. It is said that not 50 years past, a nameless court jester was beheaded for presenting the girdle as a gift to Duke Lobalon's lover. So yeah, you put this on and it is locked into your belt slot and changes you from male to female or from female to male, unless you cast Remove Curse. So yeah, definitely this is one of those items that, like I said, it has a lot of history. In the game world and in the world of Baldur's Gate specifically, of this game, as is presented, it is treated like a cursed item. And presumably someone who is cisgender, like me, would find this to be objectionable if they were pranked with this item, or if it was given to them, unknowingly or something, and they didn't have a Remove Curse spell handy. On the other hand, I know that plenty of discussion has happened online and around the world, throughout the Dungeons & Dragons community, on how this item could actually be a blessing for someone who maybe perhaps is transgender and suffered from, gender dysphoria. Then strapping on one of these babies could fix a lot of your problems quite quickly. So this is also evidence that gender reassignment magically, exists within the Dungeons & Dragons universe, within the Forgotten Realms. So, I think personally that that's kind of cool.
I shall attend
come back here. But in-game it is treated like a curse, and the reason to me that it is treated like a curse is because it takes up your belt slot and can't be removed.
You have but to ask.
That's the main reason that it's actually a bad item. It's not the gender change, it is the fact that, there we go, we'll plop that on, that once it gets stuck in your belt slot, it is stuck there unless you can cast Remove Curse to remove it. Alright, so we'll put this on our main character. We don't have magic armor yet, so it's not going to interfere with anything else we're going to do. I loaded it because this item here, it's cursed. So you can't really sell it for very much, actually. So, I'm just gonna drop it here. There we go. And if we need it again, we know where to come and find it, right? Okay, so we have done everything that we can do here now until we get to Baragos. Then, of course, we've got to find that lady's house. We've got to go down in the cellar and take care of her spider problem, and then we'll have to come back here and report. And that's the last time that we really need to return to the Friendly Arm Inn. Hey, listen, if some rando wants to pick it up,
it shall be as you wish.
It is all theirs. That is our gift to them. Yeah, don't even get me started on J.K. Rowling. Probably not a big proponent of our read on the potential benefits of the girdle of gender reassignment. Honestly, yes. Not only like trans rights, but also fuck TERFs. Or as I prefer to call them, farts, for feminism appropriating regressive what is it? What's the T? Oh, transphobes. Yes. Here we go. Now we can head straight to Baragost. Well, as straight as we can go. Golan Vend. Need directions? You seem a friendly sort, so I thought I'd offer my services as a guide. What do you need from the town of Baragost? Well, let's see. How about an affordable inn? We have many inns for the frugal adventurer. The Red Sheaf has basic rooms, though the clientele's a touch rowdy. There's also the Burning Wizard and the Jovial Juggler, which also have finer suites. The Red Sheaf's near the center of town, as is the Burning Wizard, and the Jovial Juggler's a bit further along and sits on the southern edge of the city. Okay. What's the nicest inn in town? Well, the finest inn would have to be Felderpost's, though it's also quite friendly. Lots of local color. Felderpost's Inn is in the lower west side of the town. Wonderful. And what about weapons and armor? Do you have a smithy? We have the best smithy in all the realms. I don't know about that. That's a hell of a claim, because the Forgotten Realms are a big place. So, honestly, right? Like, just kind of go in and almost have like a character creation screen, pick what you like, and just apply it, and just walk out. That would be great. One day, fingers crossed. We'll get there. Tyron Thunderhammer Fuirim runs the Thunderhammer Smithy in the eastern side of town. He has a few exceptional items as well, though you could also check Felderpost's Inn. They carry trophy items, though you'd best be rich as kings. Felderpost's Inn is in the west, closer to the south edge of town. And I just want to sit a spell and drown my worries. Where's a good tavern? Again, he mentions the Burning Wizard, the Red Sheaf, Felderpost's Inn, and the Jovial Juggler. They'll all serve us well. Well, thank you for your help. No problem, friend. Enjoy your stay.
You have but to ask.
Excellent. So here we are, the town of Baragost. Now, there's quite a bit to Baragost, it being, in fact, a town. So this is our first real, like, city, where there's going to be a lot of different houses. There's a lot to explore here, a lot to uncover. So I am going to save that for next time, and that'll be what we do then. We will explore the town of Baragost and get to know its people. We'll check out Felderpost's Inn. We'll check out the Thunderhammer Smithy, and maybe we'll find some decent magic items there that we can even afford, considering how much money we're carrying. So, I will be back next Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, which is New York and Miami time here in the U.S., and I hope that you'll join me then for more Baldur's Gate. Don't forget to follow or subscribe here on Twitch or on YouTube if you're watching there, and if you want to try Baldur's Gate for yourself, you can scroll down and there is a link in the video description where you can find the game and buy it for yourself. So definitely be sure to give it a try. And, of course, don't miss out on following my Twitter, because that is where I post announcements about what's going to happen next with the channel, if there are polls about new games, or, you know, things like if I have to cancel or something, special events and so forth. That's where you're going to find it. So definitely be sure to follow on Twitter. Facebook if you gotta, I guess. I kind of recently have been barely even updating the Facebook page because I don't have a lot of followers over there. And, like, I don't really want to engage Facebook, so I'll forgive you if you don't either. I may just switch to updating it only when I start a new series and not update it the way I do Twitter, like every time that I upload to YouTube or something. So, but anyway, I'll catch you for the next stream. Of course, we'll be back with the conclusion of Kirby Superstar and Milky Way Wishes with Specific Pixel on Monday. And then next Thursday, join me and Sir Miguel for Part 3 of Hellgate London. I will see you when I see you, and until then, as always, thanks for playing.